Hey guys, welcome back to Knowledge Sports, and we're back with another video. And today I've got a fun one for you guys. I'm gonna do my last minute All-Star voting, my ballot, who I think should win it, and who I think should be in the All-Star game. So let's get right into it with the first base for each league. So we'll do position by position. So when I look for All-Star voting, I focus on batting average and power mostly, and and RBIs. And right now, the guy with the best numbers is Justin Smoke. So that's who I'm going to vote for. Even though I don't think he's going to start, that's the best guy so far. Now, National League's a tough one. Because I really want to vote for Cody Bellinger because he has 24 homers. But Ryan Zimmerman's having himself a season. And you got to respect the guy. And that's what I think he should be the starting first baseman for the National League. Get Bellinger off the bench, but Zimmerman should start because you gotta reward that guy who puts in the effort every single year, and is putting in some fantastic numbers, hitting 340 with 19 home runs. I think it's really good. Here, second base, there's one clear-cut guy to lead in the American League in second base, and that's my boy, Venezuelan. I don't know, Venezuelan second baseman, Jose Altuve. Right here, second base. Again, another player who's hitting 340, 13 homers, and 54 RBIs. A fantastic stat line. That's Daniel Murphy. So now let's look at shortstop. Shortstops is a tough one, especially in the American League. You gotta decide between rewarding the best season or the best player. And sometimes you gotta do a little bit of both. And that's why I'm gonna go with Carlos Correa here. So two Astros and a Blue Jay. Interesting. Shortstop for the National League. You gotta go with Corey Seager. He is the best shortstop in the National League. Trey Turner's right behind him, but I think Corey Seager is the best. Even though Zach Kozart's having a good season, but he's hurt, so we don't really know if he's gonna be there. So I don't want to waste my vote on someone who's gonna be replaced anyway. I want to make sure that the guy who I want to start at shortstop starts at shortstop. That's why I'm going Corey Seager at shortstop. So let's move on to third base. Third base is a tough one, but I've got an idea already of who I want to vote for. So you got Jose Ramirez, who has having a really good season, batting 320. Or you got Miguel Sano, who has 18 homers and 52 RBIs. So that's the two players I'm in between. I think I'm gonna vote for Miguel Sano. But let me know in the comment section, guys, who would you have voted for? Miguel Sano or Jose Ramirez? I feel like that's an interesting conversation. At third base for the National League, as much as I want to vote for Pop Tart, who's hitting 380, 85, that's not who I'm going to vote for. I'm going to vote for the best player out there. Probably one of the best players in baseball. He is one of the best players in baseball. Not probably, he is. And that's Mr. Nolan Arenado. Year in and year out, puts fantastic numbers, and he deserves to start in the All-Star game this year. So now we move on to catchers. And it's a tough one, but I think it's a two-man race. That's Gary Sanchez and Salvador Perez. Maybe I'm being a little bit biased here, but I think Gary Sanchez should start for the American League. He is the best catcher, best offensive catcher, and he's put up pretty much similar numbers to Salvador Perez and about 80 less at bats. So who knows what his numbers would be with those 80 extra at bats that Perez has. I'm gonna vote for Gary Sanchez, and I really want to see him start because I want to see all my Yankee players start. In the National League, it's pretty self. I don't even have to talk about it that much. It's Buster Posey and no one else. this is an interesting one. DH. Well, interesting. There's a clear-cut first place person who I think should start, will start. But it is sort of interesting to see if anyone else might actually have the chance. You got Corey Dickerson, who's having a good season. But do you trust Corey? Do you think he's not that big name to start? And that's the problem. And even though he is having a really good season, you gotta reward the guy who's hitting, who has 58 RBIs and leads the league in RBIs. That's Nelson Cruz from Seattle Mariners. So on to outfielders, and everybody, all rise. Yeah, he's the clear-cut all-star from in my book. I want to vote for Mike Trout, but he didn't have the at-bats for me, and I don't think he's going to be healthy. So I don't want to waste my vote on someone who I don't think will be healthy. Other than that, you got to go with George Springer hitting 23 home runs, an amazing stat line. He's my second outfielder. Now, the third outfielder, here's where it gets tough. Because there's a couple guys who I can see there, and it's tough because you got to decide whether to reward the player who's having a really good season or the big name player in Mookie Betts. So, but I'm gonna reward the guy who's having the better season and having the better baseball stat line, and that's Avisail Garcia, who I just saw live a couple days ago. 321, 11 homers, 51 RBIs. Really good numbers for Avi. So that's who I'm going for. And then for the outfielders, it's a tough one. But you got to go with the best leadoff man in baseball this season. And that's Charlie Blackmon. He's definitely going to be there. And then you got to, it's tough. It's tough for that number 3 spot, but number 2 is a clear-cut favorite in Bryce Harper. Bryce Harper and Charlie Blackmon. If those two guys don't start, it's a shame because those two deserve to start, and I don't see any other 2 players who should start over them. And then you got that third spot, who I'm going to go with a little bit of a wild card here, and someone who if considered an outfielder, deserves to be here. And if considered a free spaceman, it's a little bit tougher. But I'm going to vote for Cody Bellinger and to round out my outfield. Cool. Even though he's not going to be in, and it's kind of wasting a pick, I really do think he should. So let's review the final picks. So you got Gary Sanchez, Justin Smoke, Jose Altuve, Carlos Correa, Miguel Sano, Avisail Garcia, Aaron Judge, and George Springer. Springer would play center field here. Then you got Bryce Harper, Charlie Blackmon, Cody Bellinger, Nolan Arenado, Corey Seager, Daniel Murphy, Ryan Zimmerman, and Buster Posey. And then who I think should start for each team, I think it's got to be the 2 lefties, and that's got to be Chris Sale and Clayton Kershaw. So those are the 2 starters pitching wise I think should start. But it's really hard to know who's gonna start 2 months in advance because 2 weeks in advance because you don't really know who's gonna be healthy and stuff. So it's a tough one. But these are my final votings. These are who I think who should be starting. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to go vote for your All-Star team. You guys have until tomorrow to vote. So get in your votes today. I'll leave a link in the description so you guys can vote. Make sure to check out our Instagram account in the description below. If you're new around here, make sure to subscribe if you like the content, like what you see. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and we'll be back with a video hopefully Friday. Till then, guys, see you.